like 14 and I had that little prepubescent, like bony body, I was sexy hot. Everyone wanted to look at me, love me. And then once I got to like junior year, senior year, and I started to look more like a woman, people started calling me fat and ugly. And then I was like, I don't.
Well, here, I think you're sexy right now.
Thanks. What the fuck do you want from me?
You know exactly what I want from you. Come on.
Let's get back together.
I mean, you have a good balance of being both sexy and like you're just sexy, and I think you're like super sexy and like.
Okay, girl,
really
chill.
hot.
It's the first episode.
I'm sorry. That was the discourse that caused in my school in Texas was crazy. There was wars.
Over Latinx?
Swear to God. Literally, people were so mad. Like, people were mad and people were like, let's go. Like, it was just like, obviously I was on the let's go side.
I was going to say, I love being the let's go. Being the let's go at school is always so
I'm literally
fun.
just, I'm let's go with everything. Literally anything, any topic of conversation, I'm like, let's fucking go. Like,
So
let's
annoying.
go.
You just want to talk.
Exactly.
Whoa. Chill. It is not good. My brain is
There's
literally...
like weird wiring in there. Like, you need to fix the wiring,
I'm
girl.
troubled. But
Troubled. Like,
she
genuinely.
pities me, and I love that. She's like...
Sometimes we just need pity.
She's like literally, you know when people get like jury duty and they get like the best case? That's how she feels with me. She's like, damn, I got a hot one. Like, this is good.
There's juicy information inside this woman's brain. Soda. Okay, I just need to speak my piece on this. Like, I need to speak my truth. If you get the Baja Blast soda, you are a fucking monster.
See, no, and this is the thing that...
You're a monster.
I know, not me tying it back into this. I'm like, and here's the thing. Like, I don't even fuck with Baja Blast, Freeze, or the soda. And that's what gives me more ammo behind being straight slay. Because I don't...
Girl, what did you just say?
Like, I don't even like that. I hate Baja. I don't hate it, but I would never order it. But that's a different conversation because I don't...
You are a war criminal.
So yeah, stick with us. Watch us evolve a little more if you would like to, and have an awesome day, man.
Leave me alone.
Bye.
What the dog doing?
You would also add your yeast seasoning. I
add
literally
my nutritional yeast to everything.
I hate that. Like, it just looks and sounds disgusting. I know it's really good for you and it actually tastes really fucking good, but like, don't call it that. Like, call it literally anything else. Like, I don't want to eat yeast infection. Sometimes you have to eat yeast infection.
Jill! Oh, I can't even say the name, but I know someone who said that one time they ingested.
Ooh!
Yeah, there was a TikTok where someone like was showing the difference between normal discharge and then like a yeast infection. But I also do think like...
Where did she get the yeast from? That's what I want to know. Where did she get that infection from? It looked too real.
Oh no, the discharge looked really real.
Yeah, the yeast infection discharge, same thing. to me.
Also, I do think like vaginal health is so intuitive because like you see them underwear every single day. So you know damn well if like...
What's that skid mark? I'm sorry.
That tubby custard is looking a little different.
Do not call it that ever again.
That's what they taught us on Teletubbies.
That's what tubby custard is. It's discharge. I'm literally like, I mean, penis. Men don't talk about penis health enough.
Who gives a fuck? Y'all are so gross. There's no going back.
Literally, like, there's no
like,
recovering.
please just wash it. That's what there is.
just clean it with your soap.
Please just take a shower. I saw again, not that me and Drew are anti-vaxxers. We're just lazy. We don't go anywhere.
Wait, the amount of times we've said that on the internet, people are probably like, wait, are they anti-vaxxers?
I am an anti-vaxxer.
No.
But I don't know. I'm just like, again, not that I'm like...
Not that you're what?
Not that I'm anti-vaxxer. I'm just scared. Like,
scared of
can't
what?
a girl be scared? Why? Not a single influence. You know how they're like, we need a pothead princess. We need an anti-vaxxer influencer. We literally, there's a bunch of anti-vaxxers.
There's so many of them.
Not anti-vaxxer. We need a paranoid about dying from the vaccination influencer. An influencer who's gonna get the vaccine. Like, I'm gonna get it, By the time this episode comes out, I will have it. But can't we all just admit we're a little scared?
No.
Like, why can no one admit that?
I think you're scared because you literally like are actually terrified of getting sick. I think it stems from like being afraid of throwing up at the end of the day.
No.
Like, I mean, I'm pretty good about taking groceries up the stairs though. Like I go hard on groceries. It's like a little game.
Their mother goes hard.
You do not go hard like me.
Oh, bitch. Do you know how many times I brought up my groceries alone, like 3 bags each hand?
But I'm saying when we go grocery shopping together.
Oh, yeah, because if I have someone else who's going to pick up labor, I'm like, I'm not stressing.
Yeah, but I go hard as fuck on taking the groceries upstairs. But
literally
it's like
once a year.
I was about to say once every 3 months. Once every 4 months.
And it's not your groceries. It's because we were out and I was like, I'm stopping at the grocery store. And you were like, Mama, no.
Enya's literally that girl to me. Enya's literally your mom when she's like, do you want to come, do you want to go to the store with me? And then you're like, yeah, sure, I'll go. But like, please don't stop anywhere. And Enya's like, do you care if I stop at like Starbucks? And I'm like, no. And then she's like, wait, but I need to go get hair extensions. Like, can I go get hair extensions? And she's like, I'm like, yes.
I'm a hustle and bustle kind of bitch. I'm like, I'm out of the house. I can't go back home because if I go back home, that's the end of my day. That's my motto.
I'm like, Mama, please take me home. Please.
You sit in the car like a little dog.
I know. I'm like on my fucking phone pouting. I'm like,
and I'm vibing inside. I want hair extensions again so bad. I'm gonna break this on your fucking head.
why?
Oh my god. Also contain this extreme rage where I can't stand people my age talking shit about me online because I'm like, listen, we're 2 adults. We're gonna fight. Like, which is the opposite.
That's not
the way that goes. We're 2 adults. We can talk about this. I'm like, no, bitch. We're 2 adults, and I can hit you in the fucking face. You can go post about it and be like, and you just hit me, and I'm gonna post it on my story and be like, yup, I fucking did, bitch.
Yep.
And if anybody else wants to get hit, let me know.
Yeah, and we should box.
I would beat the fuck out of you.
You would beat the shit out of me, like, period. But I think, like, I could get a couple swings in. I have, like, long arms. Like, I could get you. Like,
dude, you said you went. I could get a couple swings. Like, that's the way you delivered it.
No, we should box. If y'all want to see us box, like, let us know. We'll do some pay-per-view, John Paul or whatever, Jake Paul.
See what happens from like puff bars and stuff. I like the flavors. Some
Big
of them.
Tobacco 2.0.
The flavors is what's so funny. Like they straight up were like, fuck it, Jolly Rancher.
Something sweet for the kids.
I don't know, it's just so fucking sweet for the kids.
Yes.
And that's the 2nd episode. So
I hope you enjoyed. Fuck you, leave. Bye.
All right, man.
It's past your bedtime. You must be punished.
Like, I don't understand like how you can do that. Like that is like the most icky feeling in the world to me.
Dry shaving or using someone else's razor?
Dry shaving long ass pubes, like long pubes, like to get away and like out of like a cartoon, like all of his clothes got ripped off. Like he like
all of his clothes were on the fucking
his
gate.
Pants, his shirt, his jacket, his boxers, literally everything that could have gotten ripped off his body except for his shoes and his socks got ripped off. So he was like running through our neighborhood away from the cops like butt ass naked, which is fucking hilarious.
You know, phone. I get a call from my landlord and she's like, is the water working in your house? And I was like, no, I assumed like y'all were working on something. And she was like, no.
I'm just laughing because like our water being off is like a normal occurrence to us because we just don't pay our bills. Like it's just like funny because like we don't pay our bills. We have
no, not the water being off, but like the heat going off.
Just like all of our shit being off all the time is just normal to us because like
we don't have any bills on auto pay. I don't believe in auto pay. You shouldn't be taking money out of my account without
I should be giving you money. Don't take money from me.
I was just like, oh my god, that's why my credit is bad because that's under my name.
Is your credit bad right now?
Yes, and I've been paying everything and I was like, okay, I'm paying all my bills. Why is my credit so bad?
What is it at?
I don't want to say it publicly. That's embarrassing.
Sign it.
And we're literally on video. Wait, come.
Sign it back here. Sign it back here. Oh my god! Wait. We need to pay. We literally need to get off.
That's why today I was like, what if we just paid it?
No, we need to pay it now. Yeah, I didn't know it was that bad.
I'm over here suffering in silence.
You literally need to. Yeah, we need to pay. Yeah, we need to pay that literally today because that's like not fair. That's not chill. That's not chill at all.
we opened the bill in front of him, and literally our reactions were like, at the time the bill was like $1,600.
Yeah.
And we had been paying the bill, but I think from Josh's AC unit and us running the AC for the first summer ever, the bill just skyrocketed.
It was astronomical. It was like $1,000 in 1 month in energy or some crazy
Yeah, it was like
shit
insane. Like and we were like, we opened it and we literally go,
like it was like an actual like jump scare. Like I needed a trigger warning. Like I should have fucking sued the government for not putting a goddamn trigger warning on that bill because it was so fucking high.
That bill triggered my fight or flight. And then again, we love the reaction of people, and he was just like, our homie was like, oh my God, what? And like we showed him, and he also was like, oh my God, I've never seen that in my life. And we were like, wait,
we need to get it higher. We need to get it higher. And like something we do like very unhealthy and very stupid and very bad, obviously now we know for our credit or Enya's credit, is we just like rack the bill up and we see how long we can go without paying it. Like it's just like fun. Like it's a little game.
And this one I actually have to pay because I have to go back to the gynecologist. But
I can just do it for you.
Yeah, just spread me open, girl. We could use some tongs. Just
stick
some tongs there.
We play the sus game, but like the straight sus game.
Basically, I found out that I had bacterial vaginosis and a yeast infection at the same damn time.
Hey.
Which is pretty common. But
we made sourdough bread in that oven.
What the fuck is wrong with you? I couldn't
explain to the people what a wingbot is. They don't know.
Oh, I don't want that to be public information. Fine, okay. Me and Orion call our vibrator, we have the same one, and we call it wingbot. Because it looks like a little wing. It looks like a little chicken wing.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you for listening to Emergency Intercom. Be back next week. We'll be here.
And maybe more queer.
Okay, bye. Are you ladies pop your pussy like this? Shake your body, don't stop, don't miss that. Are you ladies pop your pussy like... And so let that be a lesson. If you're sitting around like a little lazy sack of shit and you're like, I'm depressed, I hate my life, fix it.
Literally just smile. Like just smile and fix your depression.
Turn that frown upside down and it'll go away.
All you have to do is just stop thinking about it.
No, but actually...
No, like can we talk about how that tweet Cameron Dallas tweeted like 15 years ago is like still haunting him to this day. It's like still the biggest joke ever.
Which one?
When he was like, if you're depressed, just smile. Like that was him. All that shit came from him. He was like, if you're depressed, just smile.
Aw, thank you. Thank you, Cameron
Dallas. Just like okay, you know those videos of, oh my God, I thought it
I know what you're about to talk about.
Like, you know those videos of like people getting like massive amounts of like disgusting rotting food poured all over them when they're asleep, or like gallon buckets of water poured on them, or like mustard bottles squirted on them. I gave everyone in my life permission to do that to me just when I'm least expecting it. And like the other night I fell asleep when everyone was still awake, and like I heard Kai mention, he was like, we should do it to Drew. And I actually like got so fucking angry inside. I was like, I swear to God, if they try to do that shit to me right now, I will freak the fuck out.
I know, every time you keep saying like, y'all have permission to do that to me, we literally like, you can't make noise around Drew when he's asleep. He will fall asleep in the middle of all the fun and then be like, wake up and be like, or like you do this thing where you like toss around really angrily instead of saying anything.
Like everyone will just be in the living room like chatting it up, and then I'm like, I just doze off, I fall asleep, and then I get actually angry when people wake me up when I'm the one that's sleeping in the wrong spot. Like I always bring up this hypothetical. I'm like, Enya, if I lost the lower half of my body, like would you take care of me?
And from jump, I've always said no.
And it actually like hurt my feelings.
I know, when I first said it, he like actually got so fucking upset with me.
I got like quiet. Like I got quiet sad. I was like...
You asked this while I was taking you somewhere to run an errand. Like I was like, bitch, I'm already playing mommy. I also sometimes I'd be like, oh, I wish I had $1 billion. No, the fuck I don't. Bitch, if a murderer was coming into this house and I knew I was not going to make it, in their face, I would kill myself. And I'd be like, boom, now you look fucking stupid and you're going to jail.
Now you're stupid and going to jail.
I literally was like, because I've always wanted to be a radio host. That was one of like the main things I wanted to. We're here.
We're like there. Your childhood dream is coming true.
Don't touch me, except I'm literally in my fucking kitchen.
And it's really hot. It's 91 degrees in here. When I come home after a night of drinking, I find rotten watermelons. I break them on the floor of the kitchen and put my feet in them and play in it. And that's not a joke. We'll add a picture and some video. And then I go to the most expensive house in LA and try to sneak in and almost get my ass beat by the security guards. And then I tell everybody pulling up to the party, like, don't go up there. They're having demon blood orgies. Like, it's really evil, sinister shit. Like, don't do it. And yeah, it's just like really, really dark shit. Like, I don't know what goes on in my brain when I'm drunk, but I'm a different person.
Bye.
Bye. Literally, that's like something we've talked about so often. Is like I want kids when I'm older. And I'm always like, Inya, like when we hit 30, 40, if we're still single, we're gonna get eloped and adopt children together. And Inya's like, no, I'll never fucking have kids. And you've always said like maybe adoption, but like recently I've been sending you TikToks of babies, and you're like kind of like, wait.
Okay,
I want one of those stink pies, like those little stinkers.
There are some people who I think have like a natural maternal instinct, and they're like, I want kids. Like, that's something I want. For me, it's like such a deep diswant, and like the idea of it scares the fuck out of me. But then sometimes on a good day, I'm like, wait, being like 32 and having a kid sounds sweet.
Like, it's kind of cute,
I'll fucking have a baby when I'm 40. Like, I don't give a fuck.
Exactly.
Like, I believe in having a child in your later life, which some might find selfish because they're gonna be like, well, you're gonna pass like when the child's earlier, like younger.
And
I'm like,
fuck them kids.
I've experienced that and I'm thriving. I'm slaying the house. I'm slaying the boots house down. Like, look at me, I'm awesome. But no, actually, like you're sterile.
Yeah, you're awesome.
I've had a few dreams like that where you like go through so many blips. You wake up and you're like, is it starting again?
Like, is this real?
Licked between it, and both of the balls came unscrewed and fell into my mouth. Oh, and then I was like, I like had the balls under my tongue so that I didn't swallow them, and I was like, this is about to fall out. I was like,
you have my balls under your tongue. Okay, I'll stop doing that. Do you want me to stop, or do you want me to keep going?
What is wrong with you? Like, it's like...
You set me up. You set me up for slam dunk every time unknowingly, and I have to just fucking finish.
Yeah, balls in my mouth.
Balls in my mouth. I lick ass cheeks.
Influencer parties, being around all these...
so uncomfortable.
It's so loud when you move. Okay. Do you want to switch chairs?
No, I'm good.
You're chill.
I'm good like this.
You're chilling.
So then, literally, Inya knocks over a lamp. It shatters all over the floor. Like, and instead of just being normal people, like, and be like, oh, fuck, like, I'm sorry, we'll pay for this. Like, we pull out our cameras and start dancing in the glass and, like, stomping on it and turning it into sand again, basically. And, like, literally just, like, picking up shards of glass and, like, faking like we're stabbing each other. And then, like, there's a TV on the wall that's like in place, it like sunken into the wall, and like I pull it off the wall a little bit, and there's just like a pair of Yeezys behind the TV, and I take these pair of Yeezys out, and I'm like, I'm gonna fucking steal these Yeezys. And then the dude who like rented the house for the party or whatever, like literally like comes up and he's like, y'all need to get the fuck out of here now. And we're like, no, like, what do you mean? And we're like, no. And he's like, no, get the fuck out of my house. And we're like, okay, whatever. So like we make a giant scene leaving. Like,
yeah, we like make a huge scene. Like, me and Drew walk out, but Josh stays in and is talking to Bryce and them, and Bryce and everyone's like cracking up, and then
they're eating it up because it's like literally the most fun the party had been.
Yeah, because it was dead in there. And Josh gets them to chant like fuck Enya, and they all start screaming fuck Enya, and like I'm like at the door like hitting it, and I'm like, ah! And then I finally get back in, and the dude who's running the party, I'm like in the kitchen laughing with everyone, and we're watching the video, and the dude who's like
Meanwhile,
one who
I'm
kicked
trapped
us-
outside. I'm trapped outside, running up and down the street, literally doing the same thing I did at that really rich mansion like 2 weeks ago, telling like, do not go up there. They're having blood orgies. Like, Inya's inside having the time of her fucking life. What I wanted to say about the Olympics is like, it actually is fucking hilarious to me how like we've literally been doing this since like the dawn of like human consciousness.
It's the most like human shit ever.
It's so primal. Like we literally like since the Colosseum, we've just been like fucking like
flipping around and running around.
like running and like chanting for our country. Like that shit's so funny. Like really think about it. Like we've been like we're just so human, you know? Like the Olympics
It
is
really
the most human
like,
shit
so,
ever.
like primal, like animal instinct to be like
Competition.
run,
Yeah.
jump.
Like I'm better than you
Swim.
and I'm gonna prove that I'm better than you and I'm the best in the world.
And that was like my dad would buy us like burgers every Wednesday because it was literally 50 cents to feed your child, which is such a steal. They need to bring
Yeah.
that back.
Girl, they're putting deer ankles in those burgers for 50 cents. The deer ankle Wendy's chicken nuggets.
No, it's literally fucking mud pies. Like
Yeah.
it's not real meat.
They literally go out to the cows and they skip the cows and you're like, you know what? We're just gonna get the fucking shit piles and they scoop them up and put
but they
them on
were
a patty.
so good. And McChickens is where it's at. Like a nice like mayonnaise covered lettuce.
No, because what are
McChicken.
they putting in the McChickens? They are putting the bird pussy in the McChickens. I swear to God, the pussy part of the bird. I swear to God, because them shits.
No,
like,
it's
are-
definitely the titties because it's like
Yeah,
it's like nice and like
it's the pussy part of the. It's the thrussy, the throat. You are the throat goat. Like you are the throat goat.
Drew would know.
Well, let's get into media, I guess.
We'll see you next week.
Oh, stinky.